morning, everybody. So last night you should have read Chapter 7 of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So if you'll all turn to page 117. Today we're going to be learning what we read last night to learn about context clues. So if you'll turn to the Sorting Hat song, we're going to be using that passage. Does anyone have any idea of what context means? Yes, Claire?
Does it mean words around other words?
Words around other words, that's exactly right. It also means using the words that come before and after, like Claire said, to make a word more clear. So for an unfamiliar word, you look at the words around it and try to define it. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so now we're going to use context to try to define some words used in the Sorting Hat song. Michelle, can you read this first slide about the Sorting Hat?
You might belong in Gryffindor, where dwell the brave at heart. Their daring, nerve, and chivalry set Gryffindors apart.
Okay, so this is describing Gryffindor, and one of the words using to describe Gryffindor is chivalry. Does anyone have any idea what chivalry might mean using what we just learned about context?
Nerve?
Nerve, okay. Can you tell me what nerve means?
Nervous?
So nervous is not quite right. Nerve means like you're really ready to do something and you have courage and you're just have a purpose. So that one's not quite as helpful since we don't really know the meaning. So what are some other context clues we could use to define chivalry?
Daring?
Daring! Very good. All right, do y'all see anything else we can use?
Brave at heart.
Brave at heart. Okay, so we have brave at heart and daring. So what's another word for those? What's a synonym for daring and brave at heart?
Courageous?
Courageous. Very good. Okay, so would you all say that chivalry and courageous are kind of similar? Okay, so let's see if we're right. Pearlie, will you read the definition for chivalry?
Chivalry, the combination of qualities expected of an ideal gentleman, especially courage, honor, courtesy, and justice.
Okay, so what is the meaning that we got out of the word based on the context clues that we see here in the definition? Courage. Okay, very good. But we missed justice, honor, and courtesy. And that's okay, because context clues often only get you some of the meaning of the word. And it's helpful to look and use a dictionary to get the full meaning of the word. Okay, so we're going to try these skills on one more word. Magna, will you read this slide?
For yet in wise old Ravenclaw, if you've a ready mind, where those of wit and learning will always find their kind.
Very good. Okay, so using the steps we just did, what do you think some context clues for wit are?
Ready?
Ready. Okay, so ready is a word that comes before wit, but it's not quite what we're looking for. Does anyone have any other ideas for a word that comes before or after wit?
Smart?
Smart. Okay, very good. So, Claire, how did you get to smart using the context clues here?
Learning, ready mind.
Yeah, so we got learning, ready mind, and wise too. So those are some words that kind of mean smart, right? Okay, so does everyone agree that wit might mean smart? Okay, let's take a look at the definition. Magna, can you read the definition for wit?
A mental sharpness, intelligence.
So we are right on. Very good job, Claire. Okay, so now that we know the steps to use, we're going to come up with a way to remember them. So we're going to create our own Sorting Hat song to remember these steps while we're reading the rest of Harry Potter and we come across words that we're not sure about. Okay, so what you're going to do is repeat after me, and then once we have learned the words, we'll do the whole song together. You ready? Okay. Oh, you might not know the meaning.
Oh, you might not know the meaning
Of a word upon first sight.
of a word upon first sight,
But use the clues all around,
but use the clues all around,
and you might just get it right.
and you might just get it right.
Great job, everyone. You're never too old to do the motions. They're very helpful in the future. Okay, so we're going to do the whole song together. You ready? Oh, you might not know the meaning of a word upon first sight, but use the clues all around, and you might just get it right. Great job, everyone.